Welcome to Breaking the Illusion. Today, we will be breaking the illusion. This is a question that has plagued my mind for most of my life, a mystery I could never fully understand. Why did no one stand up for me while I was being abused? Why did everyone take the side of my abusers? Why was it so hard for the people around me to notice that I was struggling? And whenever I tried to speak up, why was I the one who was seen as crazy? As I got older, I started to reflect on this more deeply, and I came to a realization that's hard to accept. Society protects abusers. Society sides with abusers. And a big part of that is because of the mask they wear. Abusive people are not obvious. They are calculated. They are strategic. They are intentional. They think about what they say, how they say it, and who they say it to. They present themselves as kind, charming, misunderstood people. They know how to look innocent. And that's the difference. A genuine person doesn't spend their life trying to appear good. They just are. They don't calculate every move. They don't plan how to manipulate perception. They don't study people just to control how they're seen. They live their lives authentically. But abusers? They perform. They are always acting. They know exactly how to speak to people. They know how to read a room. They know how to appeal to emotions. They are magnetic. They know how to boost people's egos. They offer help strategically. They give just enough to gain trust. They can pretend to be your best friend, while quietly destroying you behind the scenes. And the truth is, most people don't look deeper. Most people don't question what they see. Let's be honest. A lot of people lack awareness. A lot of people lack empathy. They don't look around and ask, why is this person always alone? They don't question why one family member is included and another is constantly left out. They don't notice the quiet suffering, because noticing would require them to care. And a lot of people don't care enough to look that closely. People don't want to disrupt their comfort. They don't want to ruin the moment. So they ignore what doesn't immediately affect them. That's why so many people didn't realize I was being abused. They didn't read between the lines. They didn't put things together. They just labeled me. They thought I was weird for isolating myself. They thought I was distant. They thought something was wrong with me. But they never stopped to ask why. Because to ask why would mean they actually cared. And the truth is, not many people cared enough to see me. Not many people cared enough to notice the signs. Not many people cared enough to ask, what's really going on? And when I finally did speak up, when I expressed how I felt about the abuser had already done their job. They had already built their image. They had already created a version of themselves that people trusted. So when I spoke, I was dismissed. I was seen as dramatic, as bitter, as unstable, like I was making things up, like I had some kind of problem. Because in their minds, there's no way this kind, helpful, charming person could be abusive. And the average person? They don't care enough to investigate. They don't care enough to advocate for the victim. They don't want to get involved. So the abuser continues, unquestioned, unchallenged, untouched. And in many cases, they are never held accountable. They are never exposed. They continue to be praised, respected, admired, all while wearing a mask, a carefully constructed, socially accepted mask. And over time, that mask becomes their identity in the eyes of the world. People celebrate it, they pedestalize it, they reward it, because people are drawn to appearances. They respect what looks good. They respect what sounds good. They respect what feels comfortable, even if it's fake. Even if it's harmful, even if it's built on lies. And that's the harsh reality. We live in a world where abusers can be elevated because they know how to perform, because they know how to manipulate perception, because they know how to play the role. And the people around them? They accept it, they support it, they defend it, not because it's true, but because it's easier. For a long time, I searched for justice. I wanted people to see the truth. I wanted someone to validate my experience. But eventually, I had to accept something. Not everyone will see it. Not everyone will understand. And not everyone will care. So I stopped looking for validation from the outside, and I gave it to myself. I stopped trying to convince people, and I started accepting reality for what it is. We live in a world where people can be fooled, where appearances matter more than truth, where abusers can be praised, and victims can be silenced. And once you truly see that, you stop expecting fairness from people who were never looking for truth in the first place. You stop explaining yourself to people who have already chosen what they want to believe. And you start choosing yourself. Because at the end of the day, your truth is still your truth, whether people believe it or not. And no mask, no illusion, no performance can change what you lived through. And that is the illusion we are breaking.